trencher. She'll get the picture. She'll figure, nigga, play me like a game, and that ain't my fault. The way I thought I could buy you from the things I bought. Said it, I'm in it, you get it, I said it. I'm sorry, mama, if I step it, I'm repping. Hey, told me to lead her like after the day. She rolled her eyes when I asked her to stay.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the two Dum Yinzers. Episode 149, Mike. 149. We are just a mere day and a half, basically, this show and tomorrow, from completing season 2 in its entirety.
Yes, it's almost here. A day off.
We blew
a long weekend. Yes, it has. Like, I remember, man, when we came back, like, whew, that long ago.
Yeah, man, and it blew. Because I think we started back up right around the first of the year.
Yep.
Here we are, halfway through September. And like Mike says, we're just going to have us a little weekend. And then we'll be right back at it on Monday. We'll be right back at the grind on the, getting season 3 kicked off. You're not going to want to miss that, everybody. Season 3. We are doing some experimenting today with our call-ins. I think when people call today, it's going to be video. It's something that we're working on moving forward. So feel free to call in, everybody.
Oh, God.
What's going on, Mike?
Living the dream, barely awake. I'm having a good old day. Work went well. The kids behaving. This is scary. Things are too good right about now.
Did you work last night?
Yes. Unfortunately. Well, I survived.
Yeah.
Because I work so hard. No, I don't.
And you work overnight, correct?
Yeah. The worst hours of the day. I had to be there at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
It's not fun. Not fun at all.
No, I did the overnight thing for about 17 years.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was doing it, it worked for me. It was, the time was good. It kind of went around the things I was doing in my life. But I hope to never work that shift ever again. I mean, if it happens, it happens. However, like I said, I'm not looking for it,
Yeah. It wouldn't be that bad if I got more sleep.
Right.
Because, I'm only getting 4 hours of sleep a night, and it's, that's not good. That's not good for the long term. So.
Yeah, no, right. It'll catch up with you.
Oh, yeah, I'll eventually, stroke out, have a heart attack or something. And, hey, it's the American way. Work until you die.
That's right.
That's the way we do things here. Why would we, never mind. Not going to go off on a rant here, but yeah. I'm exhausted. I think Forrest Whitaker is coming into play.
What I found myself doing when I worked that shift was you just got to pick a day, get a day, find a babysitter, and just sleep. Take one of your weekend days and just sleep. Go to work, when you get home on Saturday or whatever.
Yeah,
sleep for 10 hours, and then get up and do your thing. But at some point, you got to catch up. You got to get that back up, or you're never going to feel right. It's always going to feel off. But
I always have intentions of if I can get someone to watch them for a few hours in the middle of the day, I'll take a nap. Next thing I know, lay down, I'm just scrolling through my phone, reading, watching videos, just stuff I'm actually able to stop and relax and enjoy something. So then by the time it's I got to get them again, it's I wasted that whole time. Because why sleep when you
hell no.
Well, hell no. Why sleep when you can just keep killing yourself?
That's right. You got to die some way, right?
I'll sleep when I'm dead, apparently.
That's what they
Which way things are going, it might be sooner than later.
So I did want to say right off the bat, we want to thank you. We want to thank you to our special guest yesterday. Aurora Snow came by and talked to us. Always great having her by. She always gives us, good insight onto what's going on in the porn world and in the world of the Daily Beast, and what she does as far as her journalism and writing. Always great having her by. Thank you, Aurora. You're a rock star. We do appreciate you a lot.
Yes.
Get the unimportant stuff out of the way. The Pirates sweep the no-header yesterday, or doubleheader yesterday. The Pirates sweep the doubleheader. First game they beat the Reds 6-1. Second game they beat them 1-0. The Pirates are back on track. They win 3 in a row so far, up 3-0 in this series with the Reds. And they play game 4 of 4 today, 12:35. And then they'll be off to New York for about 6 games, which is going to be 4 against the Mets, 2 against the Yankees. And I'm sure we're going to take a beating there because both of those teams are really good.
But hey, they won 3 in a row. You look at them in the vacuum. You look at those 3 in a vacuum, World Series champions.
Yes. Don't throw your tickets away yet, people. Pirates are sitting at 54 and 88. They're 29 games back in the division. The Reds are 56 and 85, and they are 2.5 games ahead of us in the division. So, top baseball, everybody. Top baseball.
Yeah.
On today, 12:30. Watch them Buccos.
It's a clinic.
Be putting something together here, man. We got 3 in a row. Like I said, everybody, this is today and tomorrow will be the last 2 days of season 2. So catch that, and then we're going to take a day off. We're taking Friday off to do some studio work, but we'll be back on Monday, bright and early, same time, same station, same everything. Monday morning, it'll be like we didn't skip a beat. So I want to make sure you can.
I was going to say, I like how my week-long vacation turned into 1 day.
That's right. Mike's a workaholic, whether he likes it or not.
I know. You told me we were going to have a week off. I'm like, this is going to be perfect. And it coincided with my actual vacation. And then you just had to pull the rug out from me.
Here's the
Actually,
thing.
I think it was a group decision, but I'm still going to put the blame on you.
I love vacation. I love time off. That's no secret. However, I'm thinking about the people. The people are what's important. And the listeners deserve to have a show all the time. And you know what? That's what we're going to give them. We're going to give them a show all the time.
They do. And my normal sentiment when people, is normally like, fuck them kids, but nah. The listeners are cool. So I'll sacrifice for the listeners.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah. I just, we agreed to the 1 day off was cool. Now I'm like, I'm just going to blame you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just easier that way. I'm the normal punching bag of the show. So I think for once, we're just going to put all the blame on you. See how that goes.
I think we gotta keep you on track. We stay away too long. You get off track and
yeah, I get complacent. I get lazy. And that's fair.
It's like starting over from day one every day.
Yeah. If I'm not consistent doing this consistently, I'd forget about it.
Speaking of pubes, remember yesterday I told you I shaved entirely for the Aurora Snow interview?
Yeah.
Well, I'm already suffering the consequences.
Itchy.
It's only been a little over 24 hours and I'm already starting to get itchy.
You see, every day, man, you gotta keep grooming.
At some point, I would just like to all grow back, but I don't. This itching thing. It's like I said, this is only day one.
We'll get you some Nair, and we'll just take it. Just get it all.
Ain't they? Don't they have one called Nads?
Is
there a hair remover called Nads?
Let me see. Look at this up.
I'm pretty sure there's Nads. I want to put Nads on my Nads. Or maybe it's not even a thing. I don't know.
Yeah, Nads for men. Nads for men.
NADS.
Yeah, NADS. Yeah. $5.98 on Amazon.
Yes. Everybody's excited about me putting Nads on my Nads.
Mm-hmm.
Mike, we have the game last week, the Steeler game.
Yes.
The ratings were so high. The numbers were so high. There was 17.4 million viewers, and that's the best since the NFL returned to CBS in 1998. The best numbers since 1998.
I saw that.
I wouldn't think it'd be much of a surprise, being that we talked about the map that showed everywhere that the Steelers were going to be shown last week. And as we said, that the map was 99% red, which was indicating, the indicator of where the Steelers were being watched. 17.4 million, Mike, 17.4 million. the best since 1998.
I saw that, and that kind of surprised me, but it also doesn't, because Steeler
Yeah.
fans, you know, we will plan weddings, funerals, graduations, anything around the Steeler game. So
Yes.
when you're able to watch the Steeler game, and then it's the national broadcast for the hour, it,
Well, I was also
it doesn't
reading
surprise
here.
me we put up those numbers.
Well, like we were saying the other day, you and I mean, in all actuality, they are America's team, whether you call Dallas that
Yeah.
or not. We don't claim it, but it is what it is, and we are what we are. And as a matter of fact, I have another story here that I was looking at right before we came on. The terrible towel is one of the most symbolic. It's one of the most iconic symbols in the world, Mike. The terrible towel is probably more widespread than almost anything if you think about it.
Yeah, like everyone who's a football fan knows the terrible towel. They know when
Yeah,
you see that yellow towel flying, okay, it's the Steelers, it's the fans, they're fired up, big play happened. Everyone knows that. And then you figure out how big the Steelers are. We're huge down in Mexico, probably even South America, big in Europe, just because we're, just that much of a marquee franchise for so long. And then it's that towel. You
absolutely.
see it, man. Everyone knows it.
Absolutely. So, and Mike does, he tells the truth. We have a large following, even the show here down in Mexico. People in Mexico love the two Dum Yinzers.
That they do. I'm having Ewok problems.
Some more Steeler news, Mike. Joey Porter, ex former Steeler linebacker, he's going to be joining Hines Ward on the coaching staff down in San Antonio when the XFL season starts this coming season. Joey Porter, more on the sidelines.
Is he gonna come out onto the field like he did against the Bengals? Get ready to fight
What? I
people.
hope so.
That'd be awesome. I think every team should be allowed to have one assistant coach come out onto the field when there's a skirmish and challenge the other team to a fight.
Yes.
And then whoever wins, the other team loses 15 yards.
I used to love Porter. And the thing was, he was always great. He was always intense. He was always, that mouth and everything. But when we had that season in 05-06 where we went to the Super Bowl and won for the first time in quite some time, you know what? He really led the way, especially that defense against Peyton Manning is the one that really sticks out to me. We went into that game. We were supposed to get washed. They beat us about 3 or 4 weeks earlier. There wasn't much hope. We had this bad, we were a 6 seed. We had a bad offensive line. And I think the team really, they really followed Joey Porter in his leadership. And that was a big part, a huge part. If Joey Porter wasn't on that team, we might not have won the Super Bowl that year.
Yeah, he was the how do I want to say this? He was the heart and soul of that defense.
Absolutely.
He's the one who got everyone, pumped up before the game, always, in the locker room, on the sidelines before the game, getting everyone fired up. And then his play, he played smart, fast, physical, aggressive football, and like the rest of the defense followed it up. And Joey, being Joey would have to say something to the media, and it'd be like locker room fire to the other team. Then that caused the Steelers to have to rally around them, and that's another way to brought the team together. It was like, hey, we're gonna make this us against. Yeah, he's like, we're gonna make this us against the world, and I'm gonna do it my way, and I'll have them all thinking about me, and they can all be pissed at me, and everyone's gonna want to come after me, and that's gonna free everyone else up. And it was great. It was beautiful. I loved it.
The big secret was get to Peyton Manning.
Yeah,
and that's what Joey Porter brought to that game. People just didn't get to Peyton Manning. He had a line that protected him, significantly. And he came in that game. I think he had 3 sacks. He really led the way. We do have a caller. Hold on. It is coming through our phone line. Hello, you're on the air.
Hello.
Is this Bob? Roberto.
You hear me okay?
I hear you, buddy. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. I can't hear Mike.
Yes,
Yeah.
we are working to improve the system. And as a matter of fact, when we kick back off on Monday for season 3, we should be in a lot better place for this kind of thing. So, how you doing, bud?
Yeah, I'm going to have to get on that other technology that I was trying to tap into earlier. So that's going to be a work in progress.
Yeah.
I was, it was so hard yesterday, listening to the show yesterday. So hard.
I don't want or need to hear about your erection, Rob.
Because I'm still mourning the death of the Queen. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
I mean, yeah, but you see Aurora Snow made it so much better. You know what I mean? My scalpel pubes were just standing on end, and because I manscape on a regular basis. And don't worry, you'll get past the itch.
Yeah, the itch has been unbearable. It's been unbearable for that. I woke up about 3 or 4 hours ago, and ever since I woke up, it's been a thing, and I can't think of anything else beside the itch.
You got to use lotion, man.
Don't use any hair removal products. It'll probably remove your junk.
Yeah, see, Mike wants to do that. I think he knew. I
thought he was going for the Kindle.
You use that Amazon. Yeah, you don't need that. You know.
Yeah.
I thought Ryan was going for the Kindle.
Really just like, oh my God. So last night I'm still, I'm listening to the show. I had to take a nap, and because I was up in Chicago. I'm on the road right now.
Yeah. You're driving right now?
So I had to take a break, a little snooze last night. I'm still thinking, I started thinking, I was like, you know what? Yeah. I had a rough day. I just started thinking about Aurora Snow, and I'm just like, so I took a nap, and I set my alarm for 2 hours. Next thing I know, it's 4.5. Oh, wow. I guess that's what happens.
At least you're not falling asleep while you're driving. That's a plus, right?
No, that is a plus. Absolutely. Right.
Yes. No.
I got lots of stimuli, like last night.
Yeah.
And I got lots of stimuli right now. Yeah, there's lots of crap on the road.
Where are you at right now, Rob?
Let me see here. I'm like in between Youngstown and Cleveland.
Okay. I'm sorry to hear that, but okay, interesting.
It's nice up in that area.
Don't worry. I'm on a turnpike, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just tootling down the road, following them, just following traffic, and get behind a bunch of slow pokies, but that's okay.
Yeah, right. Yes.
I think you would think I was back in the bird for crying out loud. You'd think I was behind all the Sunday drivers and people, driving, 50 mile an hour in a 75 mile an hour lane, that.
I hear that from, a lot of people, and I always have heard that the driving in Pittsburgh with just the way the roads are, is one of the more difficult cities to drive in. Do you find that to be true, Rob?
I find that 100% to be true. I will take Chicago traffic 10 times before I would take driving down the Parkway. I'll find every stinking shortcut, and I know I'll still be late because the Parkway is still the good way to go. But oh my God, you want to blow your mind? If killing was legal, there'd be a lot of dead people on the side of the Parkway, east, west, and north.
Oh,
yeah,
that.
The
Parkway's the worst. Like, I've driven through Columbus,
really
Nashville. It's so easy. Atlanta's easy.
I like to take 65, the other, up to Pittsburgh from where we are. And you know what? That's pretty much the easiest way in and out of the city from our side of the city, in my opinion.
Yeah, try doing it on Saturday night, Sunday morning. I can't think of how many times I've left the casino. Dude, I'm going to tell you right now. I've left the Rivers Casino at, let's say, 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning. after playing poker all night and leaving there, going home on 65. And, there's not a fucking soul on the road. But goddamn, do I catch every motherfucking light from all the way down from the North Shore, all the way through goddamn Bellevue, Strictly, Ambridge. It's like, you've got to be, there's nobody sitting on the side. And every damn traffic light, it's like, this is ludicrous. Why do I even do this?
That is true. That is so true. I can recall, coming home, like you said, in the middle of the night, nobody's there, but the drive seems like it's so long because you are hitting every light and you're thinking, if it wasn't for all these lights, I would have been home 15 minutes ago.
But there's no reason for it.
Right.
Oh, that's how I am. I'll leave for work.
No reason for it.
I'll leave for work
right.
after driving through a small town.
Hey, I digress. I'm gonna just, we don't want to bring our, God forbid anybody from the PennDOT garages. They don't want I don't want them to think we're on to it.
Well, here's the thing, Rob. We have technology to where we can see light years away and learn about, galaxies that we never knew existed. But is it that, how much more difficult would it be to put some kind of sensor on these lights to where in the middle of the night when there's nobody there, that these lights shouldn't be red the whole way up the highway? They should be green.
This is an ongoing thing with us. So here's the thing. Nobody wants to make a big part about it. Oh, it's okay. It's only a temporary, it's just a temporary inconvenience. It's okay. I won't say nothing.
Right.
Absolutely. That's the big problem. That's the big thing. Nobody wants to shake the tree.
You're
and
right.
The thing is, the powers that be know they're going to shake the tree. And if the people did shake it a little bit, they're so firmly rooted on branches, meaning PennDOT and the damn politicians, that you're not going to shake a tree. So they're just going to sit there in their little nest, sit in their nice little cocoon there, and not do a damn thing.
No, you're right. Rob, while I have you on the line, I do want to share this story with you. This story with you real quick. You still there?
Yes, absolutely. Go ahead. I'm here. Knock me out. Go ahead.
All right. I found this one kind of interesting, guys. I think that you might like it, so I wanted to share this with you. So in Virginia, there was a woman that stole a can of cookie dough, and she shoved it in her vagina, and it exploded. The dough, like the Pillsbury kind of the wrapping. She stuck it in her vagina and it exploded in a Walmart in Virginia. What's your take on that, Rob?
Wow, that's that'd be a moving experience, I tell you.
Imagine getting all that dough out of your vagina, like all the flaps and wrinkles and creases and everything that's going on. Imagine trying.
It depends on how far she got up in there. Obviously, far enough for her to squeeze it up. She must have been doing her Kegels.
Yeah, they showed the picture of the woman, and she certainly looked like somebody that would have a can of what did she have in her vagina? Cookie dough. See, I keep getting it mixed up because I'm automatically thinking of like the Pillsbury, the biscuits. That's what I'm thinking.
I'm tell you what though, I'm craving some cookies now.
I mean, it wasn't the biscuit kind.
Well, that's what what the article says. It says cookie dough can explodes. So I'm assuming that that's what it is. I can't imagine that it would be anything different, right?
Cookie time.
Right. I mean, that would be my first. I'm sure. Why
yes.
not?
But there you have it, Rob. While you were out on the roads, out on the roads of the United States of America, just know there's women shoving cookie dough in their vagina, as you drive, and things are just getting crazier, bud.
This lady's missing out, man. She could be putting this stuff up on OnlyFans.
Mike literally just said he's in the mood for cookies right now.
Well, could be worse. You could have been. I just got done finished liverwurst. So much.
Liverwurst would be worse. Absolutely.
liverwurst, Bunchweiger, however you want to call it.
Yes. Rob, are you in?
I'm an old honky, man. I tell you, I'll put on honky food.
Yes. Now, are you really into this whole Queen thing that's going on now, Rob? The Queen with the Queen passing.
I am a little upset about it, but hey, the woman was what, 96 years old?
Yeah.
Oh my God. She had a hell of a life. She never had to worry about anything. But the only thing is, though, I've been getting. I made a few comments on social media about the new king. Philip the second or third or whatever. So I hate to say it, he's a rotten bastard. And apparently my comments didn't go over very well. He's just a figurehead,
Absolutely.
But the thing is, he's still. I personally think he's a rotten piece of shit. He'll never be nothing like his mother.
Right.
I think you should just sit in there for a year. Say I got the job for a year, and give it to his son. Like in my opinion, so rightfully so, because he's young, and what the hell is he? What? He's in his late 30s, so he's ready for the job. I think his son would be a fantastic king. Now we'll see it. We might not see it in our lifetime, but maybe so. I'm not wishing death on the king right now, but I do wish it would be. I wish he would just denounce his throne and give it his son.
I got 2 points on this. I hate the fact that we even call anybody a king at this day and age. It just kind of rubs me weird. But again, it's just a head figure. He's not really of any great significance. My second point on this is Queen was 96. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Something around there, close enough.
Betty White kicked your ass. She made it to 99. So take that, Queen.
For sure.
Take that, Queen.
Oh, yeah.
But
our queen whooped your queen's ass, Britain.
But neither one completed the battle pass.
I don't know. I'm just
for any
a
Call of
big
Duty fans
Diana
out there.
fan, so I've always said. What the hell? You and I. I watched her wedding back in the day.
Yeah.
And the things that she did for, I guess you could say, humanity. On not with some bold emphasis, mind you, but she did a lot of wonderful things with the fact that her being Princess Diana, and I just still, the poor woman should still be alive. I think her legacy would be so much more greater than anything else. But that's just my. I don't know.
Here's what I read on the internet, guys. Princess Diana did not die. She got her conscious, her mind, her brain removed from her body and put into another body. This is what they do with the elite types, I guess. Obviously, tongue in cheek, I don't believe this, but another report I seen online said that she was a shape-shifting reptilian. So,
oh my God! What the hell are you reading? Dude, what the hell are you reading?
She's from a planet in the Orion Belt. She's a shape-shifting alien.
I know what you're doing, but boy, oh boy, that's way out there.
Yes.
It's as much as the Earth is flat. Yeah. Okay. And we have an infinite amount of water that's being flushed over the edge of the Earth. And okay, no problem. All right, no problem, flat earthers. Go ahead.
The
water's like a conveyor belt. It's a conveyor belt. It goes back and forth.
Mike said it's like a conveyor belt. That's the danger with the internet. Everybody gets to play. Nobody, especially from our generation, there was no training. They put this powerful tool. They say that information is power. So they put this powerful tool out there, and then they tell 7 billion people to go. Just go have at it. And I think with that, you're going to have, it's going to be endless, the possibilities of the crazy shit, different shit, the shape-shifting reptilians. It really creates a never-ending cesspool, basically.
Yeah, but that gives you a little bit. That does. Hey, on another note, it just gives you a little bit of an insight of the human mind of its creativity. Bullshit or not, we enjoy it. It's entertainment. As a creature that has evolved, we like to be entertained for the most part. And imagine how boring it would be if we were all the same.
Absolutely.
You got a point.
We wouldn't know any different. We wouldn't even know what boring is if we were all the same.
You're right.
We have no idea what life would be like if we were all the same.
No, you're
because
right.
We're not, and it'll never happen. We can clone all we want, and it ain't gonna do nothing. Although I wouldn't mind cloning Aurora Snow right now and have her sitting in my passenger seat so I can look at her.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that we could all agree on that. But hey, Rob, we are going to let you go, my friend. But listen, next week.
I went way too long. Sorry.
No, you're fine. We always love your calls. I was just saying that next week we will be kicking off season 3, so we will try to get you set up on a more visual format. That way, when you call in, we'll be able to see Rob. All right.
That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. All right, do it. Bye.
Thank you so much, Rob. Sir. Stay safe out there.
We'll do it. Bye.
Talk to you next time, bud. And that's Rob, everybody. The great Rob. I don't know what's going on with our system, but like I said, we will get that ready. And next week we'll have visual. We'll have visual of our caller Rob.
Hopefully we'll have that working.
Hopefully we'll have that working. That's what we're going to work so hard on our day off to try to do.
Which means I'll be working hard on our day off.
Yes. But we still have a lot to do here. We've got about half a show left. Let me jump back into it. Mike, what is up with that Cleveland Browns logo that they're putting in the middle of their field? Is that thing a fucking elf? What is that?
That thing looks like an elf that is about to kill me in my nightmares.
Everybody's got jokes about this thing. I've seen it before on their hats, things like that. I don't understand what the significance is. The Browns, the dogs, that whole thing has always been a thing up here in Cleveland. What is this elf and why is he in the middle of the field?
I have no idea. It looks creepy. It's Cleveland. I have no idea what they're doing up there. I don't know what's in the water. Is there water on fire again? What the hell is that Buddy the Elf or whatever they call that stupid elf? Yeah.
It's very strange. And even, let's just say we were lame here in Pittsburgh like they are in Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't put Steely McBeam in the middle of the field. That's like it's weird. It's like the mascot. Yeah. Like putting a pirate parrot. Why would you put that weird little elf out there?
It makes no sense. It's stupid. It's Cleveland. And
maybe it's the way they're going to remember Baker Mayfield because he was kind of elfy.
He was. They should just rename that little elf Baker. And that's it.
I wish that they would. Oh, I wish
that would be great.
If the people in Cleveland would now start referring to that little elf as Baker, would be the best thing ever.
Oh, I love it. I just don't get it. I saw that yesterday. I was like, it has to be fake, and it turned out to be real.
One thing I do want to catch back up on, Mike, a couple days ago, when we came back from the weekend in our football talk, one thing we forgot to touch on was Notre Dame losing to Marshall, which was the big upset of the weekend. I don't know what the hell happened. I don't know how that happens, but the great Notre Dame loses to Marshall. I like it.
I do too. It's anytime Notre Dame loses, it's great. I love it. It makes me happy. And yeah, it's great. Notre Dame is 0-2. could not be a better start to this football season than that.
I heard
Notre Dame's the worst.
Here's what I heard. I heard that they were thinking about taking Penn State out of the Big Ten and putting Notre Dame in there.
Oh, fuck you. That's never going to happen. Don't be playing. Don't be playing.
Oh, hell no.
Exactly.
So there you have it. One more sports related thing, Mike, on October 14th to 16th at PNC Park. Once the season is over for the Pirates, of course, they have this thing now. If you go to Stadium Links, you could go to PNC Park and golf. So basically, the picture that I seen for the ad was people like up on the upper deck, teeing off, and you hit the ball down onto the field, and it's like lit differently, and it's a whole event. Apparently, they do it at other stadiums, and this year they are doing it at PNC Park. So that's going to be October 14th to 16th. And everybody, if you like golf and you want to go to if you want to go to PNC Park and smack a golf ball around a little bit, that's going to be a thing, Mike. So check that out. Go to Stadium Links. I'm sorry.
I kind of like that.
It's neat. That's interesting, you know?
Yeah, that's the only way I would actually go and watch a Bucco game or go to PNC Park is so I can golf.
Yes.
I hate the Pirates. They've ruined me as a fan. Fuck them. Fuck them.
Penn State Beaver Stadium may soon sell alcohol to the general public.
Oh Christ, no. No. You're out in the middle of no. They're out in the middle of nowhere. They're tailgate before the game. Then you want those people liquored up during the game?
And there must be a gazillion people in there. You watch these Big Ten games, it seems like they have a billion people in their stadiums. It's, you know, which more people, more drinking, college students. You don't think this is going to be a good idea?
I don't think it's going to be a good idea, no. Like that place is rocking and rolling without alcohol, without everyone being liquored up during the game.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, everyone knows you're showing up to that game, to those games drunk.
Right.
And, you know, far as I know, there's never been major incidents in the stands of like drunken violence and stuff like that. So why change it? You know, they're just going to do it for money.
Crew probably covered it up if there was.
Oh, you know that out in Creepy Valley, I'm a Penn State fan, but you know, it is Creepy Valley out there. It is like a cult out there. But hey, it's probably just to make more money.
Absolutely.
That's all it's
they're gonna make a grip, dude. You got, you know, how many fucking people fit in that place? 80, 90,000 people.
No, it's over 100,000.
So, you know.
And that place is rocking. Like I said, it's always rocking and rolling.
Absolutely, man.
So I could just imagine that place liquored up. It'd be even more raucous and wild.
Have you ever been out there? Have you ever been to Beaver Stadium in Happy Valley?
I have not. I have never made it up there.
Okay.
I would like to. I'd love to go to a game there, but
yeah,
I just don't think it's ever going to happen for me.
You don't think so?
Nah.
Why don't you take the girlfriend? That'd be like a nice, you know, a thing. You could go out there on a weekend, maybe go out like a Friday night or something and stay the night and have a day. You know, that might be fun just being a Penn State fan.
It would be fun, but that's just too much driving for me. I'm old. I don't like to drive anymore. Right. I'm lazy.
What if you got free tickets? What if somebody gave you free tickets?
No, if I had free tickets.
Good tickets, not like, you know, 100,000 people in front of you tickets. I mean, somebody gives you good tickets. Would you do it?
Oh, yeah. If I had good tickets, heck yeah, I'd be there. I would be there in a heartbeat if I had free tickets. So, so buy me some tickets, Ryan, because I think that's what you're hinting at, and I will gladly go.
We'll put something together for you. Before it gets too late, I do want to touch on some mail, Mike. We got email that I've been neglecting for a couple of days.
Love me some email.
Absolutely.
Mail, motherfucker.
First in the mail Aurora Snow was a great interview. Me and my
Yes.
friends at work were wondering why you didn't ask more questions about her porn career. Mac, we spoke earlier to her this year in an earlier show, and we did. We got porn questions out this time. I think the people, according to a lot of the responses that we got and from the show yesterday and from this interview, people do want to hear what she's doing now. People do want to hear what she's doing with her personal life and with her job at the Daily Beast. So we kept our questions in that line. She I'm sure she'll be back again sometime in the future, and maybe we'll ask her porn questions. And however, like I said, we tackled those questions early on with her, and I think that was just the nature of the way yesterday's show went. So
Yeah, I thought it went really well.
I do too. I thought the interview was great. That was Mac. Raina from McKeesport. When does season 4 start? Raina.
She's looking way too far in the future.
Raina. We're on season 2, sister.
She loves herself some two Dum Yinzers.
She does. Raina, we're starting Monday. Will be the start of season 3. I could give you a better answer on the season 4 thing about 6 months down the road.
It took us 8 months to get through season 3.
Let's slow down a bit, Raina, because Mike's already complaining about the amount of time we got to put in, and it's into his vacation. And in all reality, yes, we can have season 4 up pretty quick for you, but like I said, we gotta cater to Mike's needs. So
it's all about me. It's all about me is what we're trying to say here.
Yes, and in all serious no, the season 3 does kick off on Monday, same time, same place. Nothing's changing. Basically, just turn on YouTube first thing on Monday morning, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. You'll find us there. Brand new season. Raina from McKeesport. Mickey, South Park. Mickey from South Park. What are Yin's guys' prediction for the Steelers versus Patriots game this week? Mike, why don't you go and take that?
Okay. I'm early prediction. Because we're gonna do this tomorrow too. So this is subject to change. I am gonna take the Steelers, and right now I think it's gonna be another close game. I don't really can't put a score on it, maybe like a 21-17, 21-20 type situation again.
You fucking dude, you suck. You suck, Mike. That is literally, I was going to say 21-20 was my prediction. How the hell you did that? Mike and I haven't talked about this. We barely talked about the Patriots game. The words out of my mouth were going to be my prediction is the Steelers 21, New England 20. Me and Mike are spending obviously way too much time with one another. But I think collectively, our prediction is 21-20 Pittsburgh, right?
21-20. Yeah, that's what I'm leaning with right now.
So, Mickey, there you go. Mickey from South Park, 21-20 Pittsburgh. I think that's safe to say that's our opinion. Omar, what happened to Hit 'Em Hard Music? I'm seeing that Prime Sinister has his production under a different name now. Rock Solid Entertainment. Omar from Washington County. Yes, Omar, that's true. I don't know all the facts. We're probably going to get somebody on soon to talk about this. I would like to talk about this a little bit more. But as far as what we know here at the Two Dum Yinzers, I don't have any insight just at this moment. But yes, I also observed that Prime Sinister is working out of Rock Solid Entertainment right now, which appears to be changed from Hit 'Em Hard Music. Again, I don't have the details. I would like to have more for you. I just don't. But do you know anything, Mike?
I know nothing. Just that it changed, and what we talked about on the show the other day, that they're not all together anymore. So hopefully we'll have a couple of them on. Figure out what,
absolutely something else we're working on this weekend.
Yeah.
That was Omar down in Washington. Jimmy G says, bruh. Marco
is this Jimmy?
Says, bruh.
Was that Jimmy Garoppolo?
Maybe.
Hey,
Sway from Hopewell says, bruh.
Bruh. I'm always down for some.
What's that?
I'm always down for some bruh.
Yes. Raymond says, let's go Steelers.
Let's go. Heck yeah, Raymond.
And finally, Karen, Mike. Karen.
Hi, Karen.
I always save Karen for last. I don't read hers. I save it and then I just kind of read it. So I'm just as shocked as you are for what she has to say because it's usually about you. So let's see.
It should be about me.
Karen. Yeah, here it is. Karen, be sure Mike is getting enough sleep. He equals Ryan out, and the show wouldn't be the same without both of Yin's guys. That's Karen. So Karen, Mike, is also concerned about your health and thinks that you need to get some more sleep, buddy.
Thank you, Karen. I appreciate it because
She always got something nice to say about you. You know what? I'm gonna stop accepting her emails.
Don't. I like Karen. You're too mean to her, Ryan. Too mean. She's my buddy. We're friends, you know.
And that is the mail of the week.
Mail, motherfucker.
Scotty doesn't know that Fiona and me.
You know how many times I bust that song out? I could be in the car driving by myself, and that Scotty doesn't know just come out of nowhere. Man.
I love it. It's a great.
You can picture Scotty's face because he's standing in the crowd as the band is singing, and Fiona's up there dancing with them. And that look, and everybody in the crowd, they're all singing at the same time. Scotty doesn't know.
No.
And he's just standing right in the middle.
I love it. I love when they had like the techno version of the song going.
Yeah. And for anybody that doesn't know, we were talking about that is from the movie Euro Trip, correct? Euro Trip.
Gotta get that Guterman file. Where's my Guterman file?
The Guterman file, yeah.
It's so much random nonsense in that movie.
You know what? It's good the whole way through. That's one of them movies that you can laugh from beginning to end. It really is.
And if you don't laugh at it, there's something wrong with you.
And you know, the actors weren't anybody to run out and see either. That's what was great about this movie.
Yeah.
A lot of people didn't even know any of these guys when it did come out, but it ended up being one of them movies that you know everyone loved. It just makes you laugh. And my opinion, it's a classic.
It is, and I love it. I haven't watched it in a while. Now I want to go watch. I think I know what I'm doing today. I'm gonna go watch me some Scotty Doesn't Know If You Know Me. I've lost my mind. Oh, you froze, or did you freeze? Oh no, you didn't freeze. You're just waiting for me to ramble on nonsense.
You just got to deal with it. I'm ugly.
Hello, well, you are ugly.
Hello, motherfucker. A shark, Mike, in Maine. A shark jumps into a fishing boat. Again, the only significance and the reason I'm talking about this is because all the recent shark attacks lately. Is it the internet now that everybody has access, or are the sharks going fucking mad?
Sharks are nuts. And I love them. And I think the sharks are tired of us killing them. So they're just like, you know what? We're just going to take everyone over. We're going to be flying through the air and eating you.
Well, I think it was those dumb Sharknado movies. They're probably pissed off. They found out they were making these dumb Sharknado movies. Now they're attacking everybody. The woman from Pennsylvania that got attacked down the Bahamas last week, she died. You got this shark here that actually jumped. It jumped onto a fishing boat. And there's a plethora of other stories that we've talked about over the past couple of months. These sharks gone wild, man.
Like I said, man, they're tired of our bullshit. They're tired of us polluting their home. They're tired of us coming in there killing them, and they got laser beams on their friggin' heads. They're jumping onto boats. Next thing you know, they're going to be commandeering our boats. They're going to be commandeering the Navy, and they're going to be invading.
I don't trust them sharks. I trust them sharks less than I trust China.
China. I hate when people say it like that.
I don't think. Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
Back to our Steeler prediction, real quick. Christopher in the chat saying 21-14 Steelers.
All right. 21.
I like that score a lot better than what we were going with. That's a nice little cushion there. I'll take a touchdown.
20 is a real hard attack. 21-14 is just a slight less hard of attack, heart attack, because You know damn well it's going to be 21-14. New England's going to get the ball. They're going to start to drive. It's going to come down to a missed field goal, a turnover on downs, something. So, 21-14 isn't that much less stressful, but I guess from a 1 point difference, it is.
I'd rather have that.
Because they have to score a touchdown in order to even continue, to make it tied to move on. 21-20 kind of gives me the heebie-jeebies. Again, you come down, you get close enough, you kick a field goal, it's over. I like Christopher's prediction a little bit more.
I like that better too, and it looks better on the score line. If you're just doing like a quick glance, they're like, "Oh man, they won by a touchdown." It's psychologically better to look at.
I don't think we can deal with too much more, especially guys like myself, who was also a Pitt Panther fan. The Pitt Panthers game also went in overtime. Gave me a heart attack Saturday. Steelers go to overtime. Give me a heart attack Sunday. I don't know if I can do heart attacks in back-to-back weeks.
No.
Now Pitt faces Western Michigan, so I think I hope Pitt's going to be okay on Saturday. But it's going to be. I think that the one on Sunday is going to be a close game. I think it's going to be a crazy game. It's New England. Say what you will, they don't have Brady and company anymore, but they do still have Coach Belichick, who's never been short of putting together a good strategy or game plan for a game. So I think it's going to be a good one. I think ultimately we will come out on top. It's going to come down to our defense again, and if this offense can improve a little bit week by week, that's got to. I think that's our best chances moving forward. The offense ain't going to come out and light it up. They're not putting up 40 points anytime soon.
No.
Cardi B, Mike, wet ass pussy, right? Wet ass pussy, WAP. Cardi B visits her former Bronx middle school and announces a $100,000 donation.
That's awesome.
I dig. I didn't really know much about Cardi B prior. I knew the WAP song, because who didn't? But that is cool. I love to see it. I love to see people that become a big success like her go back to her roots and help people out. And you know what? $100,000 ain't no chump change.
No, it's not. I like that. Like you said, like anytime someone who's made it big, they go back to where they're from and donate and help out. It's tip of the cap. It's always nice to see. Because you hate when like people forget where they came from.
Absolutely. And one day, I think that we will. One day soon, we're going to have a little bit on the show about some of our Pittsburgh celebrities that might have forgot where they came from.
Oh,
whether you know it or not, people, we'll put that together for you real soon.
Ooh, I slowly picked up what you were putting down there. Took me a minute. A minute.
Yep. Here's one for you, Mike. I got a couple quick headlines left. In Wisconsin, a man accused of killing his wife dies after walking in front of a semi.
Walking in front of.
Here's my thing.
Was he pushed, or did he like the guilt of having his wife killed,
or the fact that he doesn't want to go down?
Yeah.
Why don't you just shoot yourself? Why the semi? I mean, that just seems so much more violent and painful.
Now you're like, the poor driver of the semi is now traumatized. People who saw it. That's just it's a bitch move. If you want to off yourself, don't do it that way.
I wonder if it was Rob. Oh no, it was over in Wisconsin, not Illinois.
Yeah, I think Rob would have called in and told us right away if that happened.
Yeah. Make it know. We got to tell Rob next time if anything crazy like that ever happens. Call us while it's happening.
Yeah, forget everything else. Forget calling the cops. Paramedics.
Yeah.
Call us.
They're already dead. Why would you call the cops? Paramedics. They don't need them. Allegheny County, Mike. Allegheny County, for everybody that don't know outside of the area, is the county that Pittsburgh is in. Allegheny County reports first case of West Nile virus since 2021. Are we concerned about this anymore, Mike? The thing about the West Nile, I don't think I was ever really concerned, but
no, I think it's still like if you can get it, and you're like a certain factors in it, it can be deadly. But I also think it could be wrong. I don't want to say any misinformation. I think they have we've been dealing with this, God, for over 10 years. So I think, with medication and stuff
Right.
for it, but it's still like, you know, it can spread, and that's not good. And usually that's signs, could be signs of like, you know, other stuff, like other diseases might be coming up after, because it usually seems to go like they go in like a flow anymore. Like once these diseases catch hold somewhere, it's like, all right, you have this one, then this one will come back, flare up, and that one will flare back up.
For real?
And that's how they, it's true. And that's how they can tell like every 4 to 5 years, like something new will come. It's just they did research and they find like way all these viruses work. You tend to have just with nature, they found like every 4 to 5 years something new comes along and tends to stay. And kind of like the West Nile, it came out of nowhere. It felt like, and then we've been hearing about it on and off.
Do you want to hear about the kangaroo real quick?
Oh yeah, I always love hearing about kangaroos.
So I don't know where it's from. The kangaroo apparently was beating the fuck out of somebody. Now you've seen these kangaroos; they're ripped and they got, you know, wrestler bodies and bodies like boxers. Well, this kangaroo was beating this guy. He actually died. The guy died that the kangaroo was beating, and the police had to shoot and kill. He had to shoot and kill the kangaroo.
What?
Because they had to put the kangaroo down because this kangaroo was attacking this guy, killed him. The police killed the kangaroo. Is that a fucking story, huh?
That's wild. Poor kangaroos, man.
You don't see that every day.
You know, if you're getting your ass whooped by the kangaroo, let nature take its course. Unless my ass is getting whooped by the kangaroo, then shoot that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Bruh.
I ain't trying to fight any them kangaroos, man. They are fucking ripped. You see that shit? They got veins like in their muscles and shit.
Yeah, they look like they're on a cycle permanently. Like they're just juicing nonstop, but it's all like when a kangaroo says no, it's 100% natty. They're being truthful. And imagine like their legs too, because they can balance on their tail and kick you with their legs. They've never skipped leg day in their life. Imagine getting kicked by that. Fuck that.
You're right. Mike, why don't you go tell everybody about the website?
Oh, we have 2dumyinzers.com. Head over there. We have links to Spotify, Anchor, YouTube, all of our entire catalog. Ever since we started onto video, every single YouTube is on there. We have, if you head on over to Spotify, we have every single episode we have ever done is on Spotify. So check those out. We also have a link to our email address on the website and to our merchandise store.
So what I did today, Mike, for today's trivia, I did what we did the end of last week, just because I'm not real sure what we're going to do tomorrow. We're still writing for tomorrow. I'm not real sure what the last show is going to be like tomorrow. So what I did today was I went with another version of how well do you know your enemies? How well do you know your enemies? And what it was last week I asked Mike a question about a Cincinnati Bengals trivia question. So today I have a question for Mike about the New England Patriots, who is the opponent of the Steelers this week. And like I said, tomorrow we're finishing up season 2, and like it's up in the air what we're going to do yet. So I wanted to get this out of the way. So Mike, are you ready?
I am ready.
Got your pencil?
Yes, I do.
All right. Here we go. Which team defeated the New England Patriots by shuffling through them 46-10 on January 26, 1986 in Super Bowl 20? Let me read that one more time. Which team defeated the New England Patriots by shuffling through them 46-10 on January 26, 1986 in Super Bowl 20? And go.
Yeah, in that game, a defensive lineman scored a touchdown over future Hall of Fame running back. Because, you know, we went for gimmicks instead of giving it to one of the best running backs of all time.
So the question of the day, how well do you know your enemy version? The question is, which team defeated the New England Patriots by shuffling through them 46-10 on January 26, 1986 in Super Bowl 20? And of course, Mike, the answer is
the Chicago Bears. The
we are
Bears.
the Bears shuffling through. Do you remember the Super Bowl shuffle?
Yes, I got caught up in
they were dancing, and
I got caught up in the Super Bowl shuffle because all these dorky dudes trying to sing, and you got Jim McMahon with his sunglasses on. How could you not? How could you not?
Real quick, because you were correct, of course. Go ahead, Jim McMahon, sunglasses.
Jim McMahon, a refrigerator, the fridge. What's his name? Perry.
William Perry.
William Perry. He scored a touchdown over Walter fucking Payton.
You know something interesting about the Super Bowl shuffle, Mike? Walter Payton and Jim McMahon weren't actually there during the video. The whole team showed up, but the two big guys, they're the big guys can't. They don't always play down to the level of everybody else, but they actually videoed them guys at a different location and put them in the video. They weren't there with the team while making the Super Bowl shuffle.
I never knew that.
That's pretty cool. But you're right. Refrigerator Perry did. He scored a touchdown. It was kind of a gimmicky touchdown. It was the end of the game. Of course, the score was 46-10. The Bears were up pretty handily at the point, and they let Refrigerator Perry run one.
Yeah,
I think that's pretty iconic. You probably, if you didn't grow up under a rock, you've seen it at some point.
Yep.
But Mike is correct. The Bears in that defense just annihilated. They annihilated.
They were. That was a dominating performance by the Bears in that Super Bowl.
It really was. And you know what? It was the Bears were 15-1 that year. And I don't recall, but I think they only in the three, because they played 3 playoff games, and then the Super Bowl, they didn't have the same bye system that we have. But the first game of the playoffs, they shut out the team. Second round of the playoffs, they shut out the team. In the third round, they only let up 3 points in the NFC Championship, and to go on to only let up 10 in the 46-10 win over New England. So that's insane. 13 points against playoff teams, Super Bowls. You let up 13 points with between 4 teams. That's 4, 8, 12. That's a little over 3 points a game they let up on average.
That's insane. That's insane how dominant they were in that stretch.
It really is. And to have Walter Payton on the other side of the ball balancing that out, they were just a force to be reckoned with. Now, the one interesting note on that, I don't want to get carried off into the Bears, but we just start. They were this close to becoming an undefeated team. However, the Dolphins, the only team that has an undefeated record at 17-0 back in the early 70s, they weren't that good this year. Were the only team to beat the Bears that season.
I forgot about
that. Call it what you will. Is it the football gods? I don't know. But a Dolphins team that wasn't that good stops the mighty Bears so they don't go undefeated. Mind blown. I love it. Love football. But do you have anything, Mike, before we take off for today, sir?
No, I do. I just want to thank Stitch and Christopher for hopping in the chat today during the live.
Oh, my girl Stitch was on.
Yeah. She had to run.
Yeah, you didn't tell me, man.
I'm sorry. I totally forgot to check the chat today. Like all week I've been having it up. This week I did not, so I came in late to it. So, but yeah, I want to thank everyone for stopping in live. Appreciate it. It's fun.
Thank you, Stitch. When Mike is paying a little bit more attention, I'll talk to you next time, Stitch.
It's always my fault. Always my fault.
But hey, we thank everybody so much. We're very, very grateful. Thank you for tuning in. And we encourage you to continue doing so. Again, tomorrow will be the last show of season 2. So be sure to tune in, check that out. And then Monday we'll be kicking back off with the kickoff of season 3.
Hopefully recapping the Steeler victory.
Absolutely. The 21-20 or the 21-14 win. But hey, thank you so much. Like I said, thank you for checking us out. Please continue to do so. You can always go if you just want to listen. If you don't want to see Mike's face like I don't, you can always go to Spotify and listen to the podcast, listen to it in podcast form tonight at 8 o'clock under the 2 Dum Yinzers. But hey, for Mike Ryan,